Hello, good morning. So, I am going to tell some things to you today. You over there, behind the screen, watching this video. Yes, to you only. Okay. So, from my childhood, um, like from, from the first, second standard, my mind started to think scientifically, logically, like it was like into my nature. Okay, to think scientifically, to think logically. Okay, all that is needed for a scientific thinking, I would say. And then from fourth I became interested in physics, and I studied that. I mean all of the science. And then and then on in seventh standard, in seventh grade, I came to know that it's physics, and then I studied that. And then in 10th I got introduced to astronomy, to space science, through the book A Brief History of Time by Sir Stephen Hawking. So so the point which I'm trying to make is that all my life until now I have been into space science, into the field of science, into the field of the mind, of the belief, of the state of your mind, where you always think fact, where you don't make blind decisions, where you don't make blind conclusions. You always test them, you always experiment them, you always think, and then you say something. And if you see my social media, my Instagram link is there in the description, my LinkedIn is there into the description. You will see uh, my achievements into this field. Okay. And and being so much from the scientific side, I am also not afraid, or I would say I am not at all ashamed to say that spirituality, the which people call the metaphysical science, have played an important role into whatever research I have done, into whatever ideas, original ideas I have created, into whatever theses I have written. When I was into spirituality till a few months back, um, my best discoveries came out, my best knowledge came out right into the mind. And why am I telling you all this, right? This me being belong to the scientific thinking, because this video contains a speech, okay, which I yesterday I went to an ISKCON event. I'm very very thankful to Sri Kirtaneshwar Das again to inviting me to that event, to that program. And it was in a hotel, and it was a very 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 good program. It was a very fabulous satsang, an enchanting one. And in this wonderful program, there was this speech. Okay, not, I would not call it as a speech, but the knowledge, the ocean of knowledge, the ocean of thought process given by a professor at Mayapur Institute. Okay. He also is a devotee, is a practitioner of Krishna consciousness. All right. And on that note, I would like to inform you that here is a speech which I am including in this video, and this is just the introduction I'm giving to that speech. And I believe, now you know my scientific background, okay, and I know that most of you behind the screen might relate to this stuff, okay, to thinking logically, okay, so called knowledge and all that stuff. Okay, I'm not doubting your intellect, but yep, salute to you, you're the most intelligent being, but I am as well. And through this intellectual mind, I am telling you that whatever I have heard into this speech, okay, whatever I have understood into this satsang, okay, the satsang, this is a satsang of knowledge. Okay, there are three types of satsang. Okay, I have not actually yet upload that podcast with one of my teacher, right? I will upload that, and into that we talk, he tells me about three types of satsang: satsang of knowledge, satsang of through through gan, and satsang through dhyan. Now what is gan? Gan means the music, the musical satsang. Okay, and dhyan, it's meditative satsang, and one is a satsang of knowledge, that's gyan. Gyan, dhyan, gan, or gyan, gan, dhyan. That's what the three types of satsang are. So we did the satsang of knowledge, and whatever I have understood, whatever I have learned, I completely agree on that. But then what? Okay, so what? I agree, so what? So why is there need to tell you or to introduce this? Why can't you directly hear the speech? Why can't you directly hear that satsang? That is because they tell to you why you have no right to say that I have got all this, I have got all this, I have got this facilities, I have got this, I have got that, I have achieved this, I have achieved that. Yes, you do, you do the hard work, and yes, you have achieved that, and there is nothing wrong in actually flexing it. Okay, I support that. But if you're saying that only I did that, then you're actually wrong. Okay, and that's what is being told in this satsang. This satsang talks about why you should pray to Lord Krishna, why it is very important to pray to Lord Krishna. I don't restrict you to pray Krishna. I'm just taking this as an example. Okay, whoever stands as Krishna into your life, you can pray to that. But this satsang also talks about why you are serving everyone. Okay, every human. You're serving your parents, you're serving your children, you're serving your sibling, your cousins, your all of the humanity. But you're not serving the important entity that is actually beyond you, beyond all of the humanity, and that is here Krishna. Okay, you're serving your father. Okay, what if your father doesn't have oxygen? Could you save him? No. So the source that provides the oxygen, are you thanking that source? That's the point, right? Or are you taking everything for granted? In this satsang, the professor also talks about how you are a thief, or how we all are a thief. I will not talk about we all are. It's between you there and me. Okay, you over there and me. So why am I and you are a thief? Because thief, what does thief does? Thief does not does not show gratitude. He or she does not pay. Just take and run. That's it. And you have been doing that all your life, and I have been doing that all my life, almost. Taking and running. But showing the gratitude or paying the price. What price are you paying? So that price is bhakti. So this is what have been explained, the importance of bhakti, why you should do that. Okay, why you should, I'm using the word should or must do that. Why it's your duty to do that. You're not doing any very big thing by doing bhakti. Like, I'm doing bhakti, it's not ego. No, you're doing a normal thing that you should do. You should do it. It's nothing great in doing bhakti. Okay, you should do it. It's your duty. It's your it's your duty. It's your dharma to do bhakti. Okay. And then he also talks about what is the nature of human soul. Like, everything has a nature. He gives the example of fire and sugar, as in for the heat and sweetness respectively. Heat and sweetness is the dharma of fire and sugar respectively. So what is the dharma of a human soul? Or not of a human soul, but just of a soul, of jiva. He talks about that, and he explains that. So he explains what is bhakti, why you should do bhakti, and how you should do bhakti. That's it. It's very simple. It's very, very simple. So I am agreeing on that. Now you know how scientific I am, and still I'm agreeing on that. So at least on that note, listen to this speech, and still if you have any counterpoint, comment section is all yours. Now just listen to this speech. Thank you.
all communities. Whichever part of the world we visit, we find there are some religious organizations that are teaching about spiritual life. Some they teach through yoga practice, some teach through community gathering, some teach in name of some prayers, some teach in the name of helping people. In different way, this is being cultivated throughout the whole world. But if we try to understand what is the actual meaning in any language, the meaning of a particular word is coming from its root. For example, in Sanskrit, as we know, whatever language you see in the world today, their root is Sanskrit. So Sanskrit is the mother of all different languages. So this word bhakti has its root in Sanskrit. The verbal root is called raj. When there is a particular root which gives birth to different words, that root conveys the meaning. So this bhakti word is derived from the root called vaj. Vaj sevaya. Vaj dhatu, the root, is used in the context of service. That's how we say devotional service. You see Prabhupada how he translates bhakti. Bhakti translates as devotional service. So that means it is actually coming from its root, bhaj sevaya. मैं बोल रहा था कि जो भक्ति जो शब्द है, इसका जो मूल जो है वो संस्कृत भाषा में उसका रूट से, जिसको कहते हैं कि धातु रूप, धातु का जो संबंध है किसी शब्द के साथ, उसका अर्थ से ही शब्द बनता है। और जो भक्ति जो शब्द है उसका जो मूल जो है संस्कृत में भज धातु से उसका निवृत्ति हुआ है, मतलब उसका प्रभाव आविर्भाव हुआ है, उद्गम हुआ है, इसे कहना चाहिए। उसका उत्पत्ति स्थल जो है जिसको हम लोग कहते हैं कि धातु रूप, वो धातु रूप भज धातु से आया है। और भज धातु सेवा के अर्थ में प्रयोग होता है, भज सेवायाम। तो इसीलिए प्रभुपाद जी जहाँ तक भक्ति की बात आती है, वो जब इंग्लिश में भी ट्रांसलेट करते हैं, इसको कहते हैं कि डिवोशनल सर्विस। और अगर हिंदी में कहा जाए सेवा, बहुत आसानी से समझ सकते हैं। सो सिमिलरली इन इंग्लिश ऑल्सो यू से सेवा मीन्स सर्विस। सो नाउ दिस, what is the connection between this bhakti and living entity? If you see, you cannot separate an object from its dharma. Means, dharma is not religion. Dharma is an integral part of that particular object which cannot be separated from that object. That is called dharma. Or you can say, in other words, when the integral part of that object is taken out from that object, then that is not that object. How to understand it? For example, fire. Fire has illumination and heat. sugar, sweetness, the quality is involved. If you find any object which is devoid of the quality of sweetness, you can say this is sugar. If there is any object which is devoid of illumination and heat, you can say that as fire. That means the intrinsic quality of fire has to be always accompanied by illumination and heat. Similarly, the intrinsic quality of sugar should always be in accompaniment with sweetness. So the sweetness is the dharma of sugar. Heat and illumination is the dharma of the fire. Now, if we say, what is the dharma of the jiva, the living being? So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna himself, has very clearly defined Jiver Swarup Har Krishna Nitya Das. Means the eternal position, the intrinsic position, nature of the jiva is to remain engaged in the service. Therefore, if you see, you can take up, Mahaprabhu is not saying that only human being, this quality is found only in human species. No, he's saying jiva. Jiva means there are 8,400,000 species of life. In all these jiva, you can see the service is an intrinsic nature. Okay, थोड़ा हिंदी में बोल देते हैं. तो हम अब कह रहे हैं, चर्चा कर रहे हैं कि जीव का स्वरूप क्या है. जीव का जो स्वरूप है, किसी वस्तु की स्वरूप से उसको अलग नहीं किया जा सकता. उसको स्वरूप कहते हैं, जिसको धर्म भी कह सकते हैं. जैसे मैं उदाहरण दिया, चीनी का धर्म है मिठास. अगर चीनी में मिठास ना हो तो उसको चीनी नहीं कहेंगे, है ना. खांड भी मान लीजिए, उसमें अगर मिठास ना हो उसको खांड नहीं कहेंगे, मिश्री नहीं कहेंगे उसको. अगर आग को भी हम उदाहरण के रूप में लेंगे, आग किसको कहते हैं? आग में तापनी शक्ति है, उसमें गर्मी है और प्रकाश भी है, तो उसको हम अग्नि कह सकते हैं. अगर जिस वस्तु में प्रकाश ना हो, तापनी शक्ति ना हो, उसको आग नहीं कह सकते हम. तो उसी हिसाब से जीव जो है, जीव का धर्म क्या, जिससे जीव को हम अलग नहीं कर सकते, वो कह रहे हैं कि चैतन्य महाप्रभु के हिसाब से जीव के साथ वो सेवा जो है उसका धर्म है. अगर सेवा से जीव को अलग किया जाए, जीव का अस्तित्व ही खत्म हो जाएगा. कैसे उसको समझा जा सकता है? जैसे 84 लाख जीव जोनियां हैं. 84 लाख जीव जोनी में किसी भी जीव को आप देखिए, हर जीव किसी न किसी की सेवा में ही तत्पर है. आप एक कुत्ता का भी ले लीजिए, कुत्ता अपना बच्ची का भी सेवा करता है और उसका मालिक का भी सेवा करता है. गाय अपनी बच्ची को भी दूध पिलाती है, मनुष्यों को भी दूध पिलाती है. पेड़ पौधा, यहाँ इतना सब पेड़ है, पेड़ क्या कर रही है? सेवा ही कर रही है ना. कैसे सेवा करती है पेड़? पेड़ छाया देती है, फल देती है, फूल देती है और लकड़ी भी देती है. उसको अगर काट देते हैं तो उसके बाद उसका लकड़ी ला करके भी आप घर बनाते हैं, सेवा के लिए ही उसका जीवन है ना। आदमी क्या कर रहा है? किसी ऑफिस में जाकर के नौकरी करता है, बाबू के लिए सेवा ही कर रहा है ना। घर में रहता है तो अपनी पति पत्नी के लिए सेवा करती है, बच्चों के लिए सेवा करते हैं। मतलब इस उदाहरण के माध्यम से मैं ये समझाना चाहता हूं, आप किसी भी जीव जगत का उदाहरण लीजिए, वो किसी ना किसी का सेवा में ही लगा है। अभी इंग्लिश में बोलते हैं। So I was giving the example that living entities are always engaged in rendering some service. You can take example of any living entities from any species of life. I was giving the example of even the dogs. Dog's entire life is dedicated to serve his master. Yesterday we went to a kind of a place where he saw me, one lady was going the dog. He said, we don't need a special kind of dog. He said, it guides the blind people. Even blind people they can,
Service dog.
Service dog, yeah. Depend on this dog. You see, this is an entity so faithful. A human being who is blind, still this dog is helping. Service actually. Doing the service. I gave the example of mother cow. See, mother cow is, her entire life is meant for service. How mother cow is serving? Mother cow, she gives milk. Calf is drinking milk, calf is surviving. And the extra milk we are getting, we are drinking, we are getting strength. Even our Shastra says, when we perform yajna, we require ghee. Where the ghee is coming from? Cow. And you see how crucial service of mother cow is for the entire Jiv Jagat, entire living being. When we perform sacrifice, then it attracts rain. Rain produces grain, and we subsist on taking grain. Even other living beings, whatever they eat, even grass, that is also grown for rain. I mean to say, you see how she is serving. Even after she leaves her body, the skin we are using to play mridang. She, directly serving the Lord. Whatever you see, that is coming from the cow skin actually. Okay? Her bone, it acts as a very good fertilizer. You put that bone dust of mother cow in any fruit tree or flower tree, they will produce bigger fruit, bigger flower. Her horn, mother cow has a horn, right? The horn in India is very expensive. They make comb. You know comb? Ladies, they used to comb their hair. It's very expensive. The most expensive comb coming from cow horn. You tell me, which is not used in human service, in God's service. When she is alive, she is serving. After she leaves, still she serves. The tree. By providing shade, by providing fruits, flowers, And when you cut the tree, leave the body, still use the timber to construct the house, chair, table, your sofa, your sleeping bed,
For cooking.
cooking.
Yeah.
Very life is meant for service. So now the question is, who we should serve? Who we are actually meant to serve? That we need to understand. If we understand, for example, you see, you can just go and do anything, serve anything, and you can be very happily surviving in this country. No. You want to kind of, survive, then there is a system, there is a board which is giving, you job, you go there, enroll, then they will direct you, okay, this is your qualification, you go to this company, this is their scale, and you say, oh no, I need little more, so then you have to find another company, and then they will fit you there, and you go to the company, there is a rule, you kind of follow, you work there, then you get your payment. You can just go hang around anywhere, do anything, and no, there's a system. Because you have particular requirement. If you are looking for $5,000 a month, your income, you can just go to any company. Right? So there's a defined way of getting connected with some activity and then get our sustenance. So this sustenance is divided into two parts. One is we need some sustenance for our physical body, material body. And there is another sustenance we need for the entity who is living within the body. Difficult to understand? It's not very difficult to understand. I ask you, show me your hand. What is this?
This is hand.
This is your hand. Where is your head?
This is my body.
Your head.
Oh, right here.
Your head. Your chest. Okay, your back, your eyes, your nose, no. Show me, you.
How do I show me? I'm inside.
Show me you. Can you show yourself?
The whole.
See, he's showing, this is my hand, this is my head, this is my eye, this is my nose, ear, leg. But he's not able to show himself. He's saying, this is my hand. That means you are different from this hand. Very simple. To understand Bhagavad Gita philosophy, that we say we are not this body. That means we are something different from the body. That's what I'm trying to say. There are two things here. One thing is you have a body and you are the one who is living in the body. That means you need service for this body, you need service for yourself. Or this body should do some service, you also do some service. You go to work in a company, right? With what? With your body. And whatever income you are getting, you are eating that food for sustenance of what? For your body only. Very simple, right? If you don't eat, you can't grow, you can't live. Whatever food you are eating, that is being consumed by this body, and this body growth you can see, and you can do so many activities. That means the service you are doing to maintain your body, right? What service are you doing to maintain yourself?
Big question.
Are you getting me? You are two. You are actually living in this house. This is a body actually. This is a house actually. Residential quarter for you. Okay? You are working, you are earning, and you are maintaining it. Okay. Now, what service are you doing to maintain yourself who you are living inside this body? My question. मैं यही बोल रहा था कि हम इस शरीर में हैं, हम शरीर नहीं हैं। हम, ये हमारा हाथ है, ये हमारा पैर है, ये हमारे मस्तक है। अगर हम ये कहें तो मतलब मैं शरीर नहीं हूं, मैं शरीर से भिन्न वस्तु हूं। अगर मैं शरीर से अलग हूं, इस शरीर को चलाने के लिए मैं कुछ काम करता हूं, सेवा करता हूं, किसी ऑफिस में जा करके नौकरी करता हूं, सेवा करता हूं, किसी घर में जा करके नौकरी करता हूं, तो शरीर निर्वाह हो जाता है। तो मैं अपना जो शरीर निर्वाह के लिए कुछ कर रहा हूं, लेकिन अपना निर्वाह के लिए, अपना जीवन के लिए मैं खुद, हमारे लिए मैं क्या सेवा कर रहा हूं?
भक्ति।
हाँ?
भक्ति।
समझ रहे हैं ना? तो यही समझना चाहिए कि महाप्रभु जो कह रहे हैं कि हमको सेवा, जीव का जो सेवा है वो भगवान के लिए सेवा, भगवान की सेवा है, जीव का सेवा है। और शरीर चलाने के लिए हम दुनिया में बहुत कुछ सेवा करते हैं, कर्म करते हैं, लेकिन दोनों को हम अलग नहीं कर सकते। We can separate between, this body and the soul. Means you have to do some service to maintain your body. At the same time, you need to do some service to maintain your identity as the spirit soul. Just like to maintain this body, we are doing some service. So this is what it is, that in the name of maintaining my family member, maintaining my connection with the society, maintaining my status in the country, I am doing so much service. That is just to maintain this material body. Similarly, to maintain my identity as a part and parcel of Krishna. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Mamai Vangsho Jivaloke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. Living entities are my eternal fragmental part. So then, if we are his part, now we need to know how we should do service to him. Why? Because this body belongs to this world actually. It's in this world. That means in relation to the, sometimes family members say, oh, this body is my father body. This is my father. Wife is saying, this is my husband. They claim this is, their property. That's why you are doing something for them. Bigger picture, ये देश का शरीर है. This body belongs to this country. That's why you have to connect yourself with the country. Sometimes this country says this body is born in this country, means you have to do something for this country. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
Right? Government demands. Then your habitation in this country is becoming meaningful to you and to the country. Because you are born here in this country. That's why the president of this country demands that you have got this body in my land, that's why you have to work for me. You have to do these things for me. Then you are happy, peaceful. Similarly, when Krishna says, Mamai Vangsho Jiva Loke, you are actually part and parcel of Krishna. That means it is your duty to do something for him. It's clear, right? Yeah. It's very simple. Like, I belong to this world, this country demands me to do something. Similarly, if I am Krishna's, this body is this country, because this body is born in this country, this body is not born in this country, in a different country, this country cannot demand that, hey, you come like my body, okay? From different country. This country cannot force me.
You are a guest.
I am a guest here. But my country forces me.
Yeah.
See, because this body is connected with a particular land, that's why I am forced to do certain things. Similarly, if by my identity, I am part and parcel of Krishna. It is my duty that I have to serve Him. Like I am, because I have got this body in this country, this body I have to use to serve this nation. Make sense?
Yes.
I have got this body in this nation demands me. I can tell you, I can give an example of Singapore. Singapore government, their law is so strict. Anyone born in Singapore, a Singaporean boy, when they reaches 18, they have to spend at least 1 year in serving the army of the country. Because you are born here in this country. You have to use your body to serve the army of the country. The concrete example. Now imagine you actually are part and parcel of Krishna. How can you say you don't have to serve him? भाई एग्जिस्टेंस ही नहीं रहेगा, आपका अस्तित्व ही नहीं रहेगा बिना सेवा से. You cannot maintain yourself without service. Therefore, this whole system is created by Krishna, and He has given us the opportunity how we can serve to maintain the body and maintain our existence. Bhakti Vedanta Swami, who is he? He is the representative of Krishna. Krishna has created, Krishna's creation is perfect. If you can find anything, in Krishna's calculation, in Krishna's creation, there is nothing lacking, there is no mistake actually you can find. Just give an example. In every community, there is a concept of suffering for bad doing, wrong doing, papa karma, sinful activity. In this country, do they have the concept of if somebody commits some heinous act, they will suffer?
Yes.
There is concept. Okay, good. So you go to any community. I have been traveling. I'm from Africa. I went to Africa recently. There also, they have this concept. You do, भाई गलत करोगे तो तुमको सजा मिलेगा. Come on. और ये देखिए how it is so kind of fine. कोई अगर गलत करता है, कोई देख नहीं रहा है क्या कर, लेकिन चित्रगुप्त में बैठा है, वो सब नोट डाउन कर रहा है, और उसमें कोई गलती, कंप्यूटर का फेल हो सकता है, लेकिन उसका कोई गलती नहीं होगा. I am giving an example that how Krishna's creation is so perfect. When somebody commits something, some mistake, some wrong thing they are doing, they say nobody is watching me here. It's not that nobody is watching. Krishna's representatives are Agni, Vayu, water,
Akash.
everything. You cannot go beyond the Akash. Ether is everywhere. So that is Krishna's energy. Sunlight, moonlight, air, water. These are all Krishna's energy. You cannot hide yourself. You cannot separate yourself from this Krishna's energy. There is no question of you doing secretly something. And Krishna's representative, Chitragupta, he is watching. And he is taking down all your activities. Whatever you are doing. There is no question of error. You can't say you will get erased. No. Sometimes the computer may fail, but his diary is not going to make any mistake. That is how Krishna's creation, the perfect Krishna's creation is. This is how perfect Krishna's creation is. So then, in his creation, we should not think that, I have got this body, I have got these facilities, and we can take it for granted. We are doing it. There is a purpose behind this creation. This body is actually composed of the elements which are Krishna's energy. If you read Bhagavad Gita, you will know. I am not quoting the verses, but I am just explaining it. And the tree, grain, everything, whatever we are getting, that is nourished by sunlight, water, air, these are all Krishna's energy. Okay? This is all his energy, and he is producing all these fruits, vegetables, flowers, everything, and you are getting for yourself. Just imagine, you are getting it, and he is giving. You take it everything for free? Just one example I am giving. We are sitting here. Who is paying for the oxygen that you are breathing at this moment? Are you paying? I am asking you. Nobody is paying for the oxygen, right? But you are sitting here, very easily you are breathing and surviving. If you fall ill, go to the hospital, they will put you into ICU, they are going to charge for the same oxygen, right?
Yeah.
You have to give the service charge to him. Just imagine. He is so generous. Without you even endeavor, you are sleeping. You don't want anything. Automatically he is going inside. And he is helping you to, okay Baba, just take rest, relax. Tomorrow morning I ensure that you are going to see the sunlight. He is saying, this is my energy, I am giving you. By freely, he is giving everything for free and you are surviving. Where is your gratitude to him? Where is your gratitude? You go to supermarket, everything is available for free in the store, right? Right? Okay, go, put inside your bag and come out of the supermarket. What will happen?
You have to pay.
They'll
You
call
go to
police.
jail.
They will call police. You're a thief. You're a thief. Are you all not thief?
Yes.
भाई कौन दे रहा है ऑक्सीजन? फ्रीली मिल रहा है ना? फ्रीली मिल रहा है. पानी, water, you are getting for free, right? Free.
Not here.
Somebody owns it. Somebody owns this air, oxygen, water. There's your owner. Are you giving tax to the owner? You are not giving tax. How much you have paid for the oxygen so far you have been consuming? Nothing. That means you are a thief. You are a thief. Thief has to be punished. Therefore, Krishna has created all these things. He has said, look, I am giving you all these facilities and you use everything in my service. Like this nation has provided everything, you use it in nation's service. To understand Krishna conscious philosophy, you don't require much intelligence. You can understand from your personal life experience that why you should serve Krishna. You should serve Krishna, otherwise you are a thief. A thief has got no good life. Either you will be imprisoned here or you will be suffering. You will see, you will suffer if you are not serving Krishna. Because you are using everything given by him and you are not giving service to him. And your very life is meant to serve. What you are doing? At present you are serving everybody except Krishna. This is what is happening. This is my house, this is my husband, this is my wife, my children, my father, my mother. Oh, everybody is so dear to you. And you are serving everybody. But who is protecting you, protecting everybody, and you are just a false, protector. You say he is my father. If Krishna stops supplying oxygen to your father, you can protect your father. He is protecting you, your father, everybody, and you don't recognize him at all. Kitna foolishness dekhiye. What kind of foolishness is this? Therefore, Especially, we as a human being should use our common sense, whichever country we are born in, whichever place we are currently in. At every moment we are actually using Krishna's energy. He is actually protecting us. And without serving him, what we are doing? We are serving everybody. क्या कमाल देखिए, बेचारी वो सब कुछ दे रहे हैं, उनसे लेकर के जी रहे हैं और उनको रिकॉग्नाइज नहीं है, उनकी सेवा नहीं हो रही है और दुनिया का सब कुछ चल रहा है. क्या बेवकूफी जीवन है देखिए. तो that's why what we need to do is that she says bhakti sandhya, bhakti means service. भगवान की सेवा के लिए क्या कितना कुछ कष्ट है, क्या बहुत कुछ करना पड़ेगा क्या. To serve the God, Lord, you have to do something you cannot even think of. No, to serve God is very easy. The easiest way to serve God, Supreme Lord, is very easy actually. There is nothing easier than serving God. If you do service to any demigod, which people cannot they worship demigods, very difficult. You worship a demigod, you need to know exactly what is the proper way to worship him, otherwise you will not get the result. But for Krishna, there is no restriction, there is no rule actually. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saying, Niyamita smaranena no kala. Nam nama kari bodha, nija sarva shakti, tatrarpita niyamita no kala. There is no rule. Anytime, anywhere, you can serve him. How to serve him? Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
That's it, very simple. You just chant Krishna's name. क्या प्रॉब्लम है भगवान के नाम जप करने में? पैसा लगता है? पैसा नहीं लगता है. और भगवान की सेवा कैसे होगा? आप तो रोज खाते ही हो. कुकिंग करो, भगवान को भोग लगाओ, उसी को प्रसाद के रूप में खाओ. भगवान कभी नहीं बोल रहे हैं कि हमारे लिए अलग किचन करो. Has ever Lord demanded that you prepare a separate kitchen for me? Whatever you are cooking, offer to the Lord, accept prasadam. I mean to say, to serve Krishna is most easy. The most easy way is to serve Krishna. He doesn't demand that, okay, today you didn't work and you don't have enough money, you are just giving me dal and spinach, I will not eat. He doesn't say. He says, okay, whatever you are giving, he accepts it. Then he gives you prasadam and you eat, that frees you from all sin. So simple, so easy, and gets so much benefit. Whereas somebody who is cooking and not offering Krishna eating, is eating only sin. Bhunjate tetogam papa jepachanti atmakam. You are committing sin means you have to suffer. अरे भाई देखो क्यों भगवान की भक्ति नहीं करेगा? Why one should not serve the Lord? So in brief, what I was trying to tell is, to serve God is easy. The most easy part of life is to serve God. And when you serve God, you are leading a pure life. When you are leading a pure life, your happiness is guaranteed. You don't have to search happiness somewhere else. He is taking the charge for you. So, how to serve him? You have to chant his holy name. You have to offer him prasadam, bhoga, and that prasadam you should eat. And every day you try to read Bhagavad Gita. Very simple. This is his service. How many of us spend time reading magazine, newspaper, right? Huh? Watching television. mobile phone. You spend so much time. Just spend some time reading his books, Bhagavad Gita, his teachings. And you are eating, you eat Krishna Prasadam. And Bhagavan ka naam jap karo. This is how we should serve Krishna. So I first explained in a philosophical way, in a practical way, what is Bhakti. Then I explained why we should do Bhakti. Then I explained how we should do Bhakti. I hope you have got the message. Any question or comment? Yes.
How to separate bhakti and attachment?
Bhakti and attachment. Why you want to separate it?
Because attachment is like a hurdle in spiritual path.
What? You just attach yourself to Krishna.
Okay.
Bhakti.
So attachment to Krishna is not actually a hurdle.
No, that is what you
Okay.
should do.
Okay.
That is what you're supposed to do. You should attach yourself to Krishna.
Divert your attachment from material to spiritual.
okay, yeah.
Changing.
Just
Right.
You know, there is just some spiritual group in India, especially very prominent. I don't know whether in this part of the world or not, they exist or not.
Right.
They say, we have to stop thinking. Vacuum your mind. When you go to some yoga center, right? Just stop thinking. Just empty your mind.
Empty your mind.
And they will just try to use some words. Now imagine you are sitting, next thing, don't think anything, just focus on you are in air. They will just utter a bunch of words, and what you are doing actually you are following his words.
thinking.
Thinking about
Yeah.
it. And you think don't think. Isn't it cheating?
That is.
You cannot stop thinking. Try to understand it. Anyone who is teaching that philosophy, he is a bogus person, and one who is following him, he is double bogus. Yeah. Nahi kaschit kshanamapi jato tishtatya karmakri. That is the natural jiva. Not even for a single moment you cannot remain inactive. Now you should know how you should become active. That's what we are teaching. Our philosophy is very personal. We are not impersonal. Attachment. Yes, attachment. You have to have attachment. You cannot separate yourself from attachment. Attach yourself to Krishna. Serving him. Chanting his name. Eating his prasadam. That's it.
Right. So that also applies to, like, you can't stop thinking. Thinking
No.
is our very nature,
You
but
have
just
to
think. Right.
We ask you to think.
Right.
We don't say you stop thinking. You can't stop thinking.
But think about Krishna and
Yes, you
bhajans.
read his books.
Right.
You can do service for him. Like now Janmashtami is coming.
Right.
You come to our temple. You do some service in the temple.
Correct.
Then you will be thinking for that. You work. Then next time, okay, now I have to go to temple. Janmashtami is coming.
That's right.
So much facility is there. We are building a big temple here.
Mhm.
Give your earning to temple. You cannot come there to do some physical service. Okay? So ensure that I am working. You are thinking now. I am working. Certain percentage I will give because now they are going to build a temple for Krishna. Okay, give. You are thinking for Krishna. That's it. Very simple.
Right.
It's not, you don't require a big definition for this. Very easy. Make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Completely.
Any other question? Yes.
He said bhakti and seva. Which one is the most important?
भक्ति जो है वही सेवा है. मैं बोला I said bhakti is coming from bhaj dhatu. Bhaj sevaya. In the meaning of service. So bhakti and seva are same. Bhakti means service. And that service should be for who? That you should know. Service to Krishna, that is service. That is seva. That is bhakti. Not that somebody he is doing, okay, I'll do everything, I'm serving, I don't want to say, yeah, that doesn't look good. So many people are doing so many wrong things and they are taking that as a service.
Mhm.
Anything you are doing service to your father and mother, it has to be in relationship to Krishna. service to your father and mother, service to your children, service to your husband, if it is in connection with God, Krishna, then their service is meaningful service. Otherwise, their service has got no value. By you serving them also, you cannot rescue them from birth, death, old age and decay. When it is in connection with Krishna, then you are able to no mochayaja samupeta mrityu. You can rescue them from their death. But when you are serving them in relation to Krishna, then you are actually clearing their path going back to Godhead. They are already rescued. That's why service is relation to Krishna.
Sometimes people say, and I don't believe this, but sometimes people say that you hear people talk about bhakti, especially in the yoga crowds around America. They talk about bhakti like bhakti can be for any of the demigods. Bhakti doesn't have to just be about Krishna. So maybe you can clarify that in case anybody thinks
That's what
that.
I said. Even if you, they say bhakti for the demigod. Demigod, why you should do bhakti? Mukti ritva anyatha rupa swarupena vyavasthiti iti mukti. The bhakti is actually supposed to bring you to attain liberation. What is liberation? Anyatha rupa mitva swarupena vyavasthiti. Your swarupa is, you are the servant of God. Like I gave you the example. You are born in this country means you have to serve this nation. You are born from Krishna means you have to serve Krishna. That is your actually nature, swarupa. Then, how is that by serving this demigod you are getting mukti? You are not getting mukti. They are given temporary result. They are not liberated actually, demigods. So you need to understand there is a deeper concept to it actually, because people don't study philosophy correctly. That's why they are confused. They are also taking this wrong interpretation. Everything has a connection link. Like why you do this bhakti? Bhakti is to attain mukti. What is mukti? Means to remain established in one swarupa. What is that? That is connection with God, Krishna. That is actual explanation. See, you need to know how to explain things. People have no knowledge. They don't understand. That's why these innocent people are being cheated by so-called spiritual leaders. People do not know this. That's what I was saying. Whereas some program in the yoga studio, in the school, university, let people come and listen. Any question ask now. I am ready to tell you. We are not sentimentalists. I am not speaking from my mind. Whatever I am speaking, I am quoting Shastra and I am kind of substantiating my statement. I am not just making a statement in air. Makes sense? What they say, there is no value to what they say. Because we have read scripture and we have understood it correctly, that's how we can explain it nicely. We know what is truth. We don't want to cheat people. This is not our business. That is their business, because they are into collecting disciples, collecting money. We are serving Krishna and we are asking everybody to engage in Krishna's service. We don't have anything. Very simple. That is what you are supposed to be doing. Any human being in any part of the world, they should be engaged in Krishna's service. And we don't engage. We want you to get into your home, chant his name, bhava, take prasadam, invite your friends, feed them nicely. Then I am gone. You are not giving me anything. I am engaging you in Krishna. That is what you are supposed to do. Going to your studio, learning some bogus things and just spoiling your life. And giving him big money also for that. What is the use? Huh? Wastage of everything. Waste of time, waste of money, waste of energy, everything is wasted. People don't know. Because they don't have access to the truth. Actual spiritual Krishna consciousness. That's why you have a big responsibility. You are in this center, in this part of the world, building a temple, build nicely, hold many programs. Just coming to here, this place, I was talking to Prabhu Maharaj that, we should have many programs based on Prabhupada's teachings. We should be Prabhupada Anuga. We should teach people as it is as Prabhupada has taught us. Don't adulterate. Don't adulterate. Don't adulterate. I'm talking to you. Okay? Yes. Then you will see. Krishna consciousness is very sweet, enjoying for everybody. Everybody can enjoy. Okay, I think it's getting late. It's getting restless.
So now that you have watched, listened, and understood the whatever the professor spoken about the bhakti, why, what, and how, what, why, and how. What is your takeaway about that? Let me know in the comment section. Well, what is my takeaway? My biggest takeaway is the behavior of attachment. It's a very good thing, or a very, I would say, shocking thing that while meditating, when I was into spirituality, and I realized that the thinking is a very nature of human mind. Okay, so as I move forward, and I realized that I just never mind not thinking or thinking in my brain, right? Because even if you're thinking, even if you're your goal is not to think anything, you're thinking not to think anything, right? So rather, why not to divert your thinking to one particular thing that will give you energy, that will take you closer to your goal, closer to your work, closer that will develop you, okay, that will evolve you in a positive way in your journey, right? So, or else just observe your thought. That's what, observe your thoughts, just observe them, that's it. Because mind will never stop thinking. Okay, thinking is dharma of mind. Now that you know what do you mean by dharma, okay? So dharma, so mind's dharma is thinking. In the same way, maybe this soul, or maybe the human being, I don't know, but our dharma is attachment. Okay, attachment is one of our many dharmas. Okay, so or our very nature. If someone is not attached to anything, then on what basis will you call him or her a human being, or maybe it a soul, okay, a living being, right? So I fail to understand that, I fail to realize that, oh my god. And over the years, when I practiced detachment from everything, I was actually attached to some particular goal. Exactly. But now I just have realized it, and wow. Okay, so like, this is my takeaway, that attachment is the very nature of human being. It doesn't matter if you're attached or not, because you can't ever be not attached to anything. You have to be attached. You will be attached to anything. Even if you're practicing detachment, you are attached to being detached. That's right. And so, attachment being the very nature of our soul, it does matter that to what do we attach ourselves. So in this speech, it is very better to attach yourself to the Krishna, okay, or to that consciousness, to that higher consciousness, okay, rather than attaching to something that is temporary, and when that thing is gone, then attachment is going to kill you from inside, kill you badly. So yeah, this is my takeaway. What are your takeaways, or is your takeaway? Let me know into the comment section, and subscribe for the next video for more videos. Stay tuned. Goodbye.